what's up? It's Justin, Restoration. Good to see everyone. Just an update on Love Your Neighborhood weekend. I have some bad news, and I have good news. The bad news is, if you have not looked at the weather, my phone says, it says rain with chance of tropical downpours. That sounds serious, and that obviously affects some of the projects that we're going to have. And so what I want to do is share really quickly how your project is impacted by the weather, if it is at all. Some of them are, some of them aren't. So just going to go through these here real quick. Arbor Youth Services, the homeless shelter for kids and teenagers. We had two projects. We had an indoor and outdoor. We're moving everybody inside. So if you signed up for either one of the Arbor Youth Services projects, you are good to go. We're just going to move you inside to do some maintenance and some cleaning, some things like that. We still could definitely use your help. Revive Lifehouse. We were going to have a get-together for the guys in the house at 10:30 a.m. That is still on. That's indoors, and so we're not affected by that. We're having a breakfast for the guys there in that recovery house, which we're very excited about. Still on. Tomorrow, not Sunday, tomorrow's face painting that is at the Lyric Theater for the Roots and Heritage Festival. That's indoors at the Lyric Theater, so that is not affected. That is still on. That's good to go. Now, there are two projects, unfortunately, that are going to have to be postponed. The prayer walk that we're going to have, the guided prayer walk downtown, that is unfortunately not going to be able to happen. Now, you can do it if you want in the tropical downpours, if you're really cool and tough, but I'll be inside. But then we have the Northline Free Kids Donut Art Day, and unfortunately, we have to postpone this one because we were doing this outdoors and there's not enough room inside to do it. So that one's going to have to be postponed as well. So that's the bad news. Some of the stuff that we were planning for Love Your Neighborhood weekend is just not going to happen. But there is good news. And the good news is that church is not a service and church is not an event. Church is family. And because church is family, we're not freaking out because we can't have an event or a project or a service. We still can't have our service because of what's happening at the Roots and Heritage Festival, our normal gathered service, but the church is not a service. It's a family. And so here's what we want you to do. We encourage you, whatever you do this weekend, whether you're serving in one of the projects that's still happening or you're not serving or you're part of what we normally do on Sundays, be intentional with this time. We've just spent 5 weeks talking about loving your neighbor and loving your neighborhood. So take this opportunity this Sunday and use it strategically to reach out to someone and say, hey, I want to hang out. Let's have lunch. Let's have breakfast together. Be relationally intentional about the time that you have, because church is family, church is people, church is relationships. So maybe reach out to somebody from church, say, hey, let's have breakfast, let's get together and have brunch somewhere or lunch, let's have dinner on Sunday night, whatever that may be. Reach out to somebody or somebody that's not a part of Restoration. That's awesome too, obviously. So reach out to someone, be intentional about this time. I want to remind you all of a couple things, though, heading into the weekend that's actually happening. So on Saturday night, our men's group is having a tailgate party at the Mays house. That's going to be for the UK game. So if that's something you're interested on, comment on this video below if you've not already signed up for it. We'll get you information about that as well. And then on Saturday night, too, we also have one of our city groups meets. It meets in Nicholasville. It's hosted by the Strangs. And so if you're interested in being a part of a city group or maybe you live out towards that area, awesome opportunity to get connected. A really awesome group there. And then on Sunday morning, we're going to post a quick devotional just to tie us all together. If you want to get together with your family or a few folks from church, just to get together over a meal and share some life together, where you can watch that focuses in our community here at Restoration. So, bad news with the weather, but good news is that we're still the church and we still get to be the church wherever we are, whether it be serving or just hanging out in community, because that's who we are. We are still a restoring people, a people who are being restored by Jesus, who are called to restore the world. One way or the other, we're doing that this weekend. So, I hope you'll be intentional with your time, no matter what that is, and we will see you in this spot on Sunday. See you guys.